What's up guys, BTBS here and welcome back to Feed the Beast. I'm just hanging around in my bee area here, just noticing, I have a lot of pollen building up. So I've actually did something a little bit sneaky right here. I set a pair of industrious bees going, max stats, and they have been running with chocolate frames. Because I noticed while I was breeding them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, should be... That's 9, but that'll do. Yeah, I noticed while I was breeding these poor little bees with the chocolate frames, my god, these bees are going to be morbidly obese. But I noticed when I was breeding them to try and sort some traits out, because I couldn't be asked to run them through the inoculator 15 times. I noticed every time they died, they were producing 2 pollen, which effectively means these bees are supposed to produce pollen every 1.5 minutes. No, 5.1 minutes. 1 second. Let's have a look. I am completely clueless. Industrious. Pollen every 5.1 minutes. And the fact that they were producing pollen every time they died, 2 pollen in fact, just makes it quite interesting to me, and it means that roughly all of these upgrades, all of the chocolate frames, which count them 8, and the trait of fastest on the bee has managed to reduce 5.1 minutes down to 13 seconds roughly, because a single tick of a bee's life is 27.5 seconds roughly, so call it 15 seconds just to be overly cautious. But yes, I've been stocking up on pollen and alveary blocks. Oh, lovely, more scented panelling. And I just wanted to quickly show you a couple of things that I've been working on. So there you go, the more impregnated casing, because I was running out. Ah, I just used my last one actually. Very good timing on that. So, I keep derping and thinking that I don't want biofuel, but I do. So I just need to remember that I still want biofuel. Basically, I've been, every time I think about it, and just sort of forget. Sorry about that if you heard that. That was my my phone. That happens occasionally. Damn you phone. Biofuel. So if you look at biofuel, it says like 32k EU in a diesel generator, and let's see what else you can do. You can do 5 MJ a tick for 40,000 ticks in a combustion engine. That's not bad. You can do 32k EU in a diesel generator. You can do... Oh, nice. I didn't realise that. If you notice the size is changing, magic capsules hold 2 buckets worth, and the void capsules hold 8. So each void capsule will produce 256k EU at 12 or 16k, 16 EU a tick. I didn't know it did that. That's very nice. But using the void capsules, you can basically put 8 stacks of this into an engine at once if you're not feeding it off of anything. But what I was pissed off about was the fact that it says 5 MJ a tick for 40,000 ticks in a combustion engine, and I was like, no. And then I forgot what I actually want it for is the 32,000 heat it puts out into a liquid fueled firebox, because I'm going to use the biofuel to produce a buttload of steam. Let's see, I filled up a barrel full of wood and I have literally no use for it. I have a build going by the way I want these this series to go, where I take something overpowered and abuse it, or I take something underpowered and abuse it till it's overpowered, sort of like this. I actually have a build, and I'm gonna need maybe 10 barrels full of wood, just to get it running nice and smoothly. I had a decent amount of saplings built up because I've been playing this world non-stop, and I just put those in instead. Let's see, I upgraded my storage system here, and I actually used an item tesseract, sorry. I used an item tesseract here because I couldn't find a way of running the wire out here without having, you know, 9 million iron pipes, and it just wouldn't run fast enough to do anything with, so it was pointless. But I upgraded this, and now this is my storage system, Gems is what it's called. And if you see just here, it sends these gemstones and the forcicium and the solidolite dust up to be stored in a barrel, because I've been running my quarries non-stop pretty much now, and this was filling up. In fact, it was full up. When I came here, there were diamonds and gemstones all over the floor, so that was what made me think, yeah, probably time to do this. So yeah, if you look at this, 200 stacks of that, 170 of that, you know, a decent amount of stacks of everything. I'm just sort of stocking up, and that just comes through here, and it's just the same as my old storage system idea. But now I have I have 3 walls, properly 3 walls, because these were here before, but you could always jump on top of them and get out, which I didn't like. Well, I liked being able to get out, but I didn't like that it was there, you know. Let's see, I've been making a lot of iridium plates. And before you think about it, no, that iridium has not come from UU matter, because my UU matter is still just stacking up, 10 stacks of it sitting there. I've done a tiny amount of tweaking to this room, you probably can't even notice it. Basically a couple of these are always empty because I'm running my quarries. Let's see, I put a couple of little tanks up here just to store some liquid ender and liquid redstone, just while I because I keep making stacks upon stacks of things requiring liquid redstone and liquid ender, so I kind of need it. And I swapped out a couple more of these for quantum tanks. Now this is the quantum tank holding biofuel, and I'm up to, yeah, let's call it 11,000 buckets of biofuel. That's not bad at all. I've got my steam one over here that still pumps out more than it actually produces, which is kind of a shitter, but it's cool. I've got a fix for that. And then we have the seed oil one, which I have a surprising amount of seed oil, 2,000 buckets of it now. It's pretty cool. Yes, I haven't got around to centrifuging my sticky resin yet, I don't think. Have I? I cannot even tell. Is this my sticky? That is my sticky resin. I haven't got around to centrifuging that yet, but I've got better things to do this episode. So, ultimately, I want to get completely stable power supply going, and I'd like it to be free. So, I showed you my my idea for this is going to be 1 or 2 huge liquid fueled high pressure boilers, and they're going to be liquid fueled so that I can fuel them with the propolis that I get from my bees that produces biofuel, and with a nice backlog of, you know, 10,000 buckets of biofuel already, it's going to be a long time before I even need to get these bees going, but I would like to get them going first. Having backlogs is all well and good, but backlogs can run out far too quickly. So, the bees I have set up, oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I showed you this, I put a max stat, so it's fastest and longest life, and it's got ×4 fertility. I put those in there, and I'm just breeding them out to get myself infinite free perfect rocky drones. Then all I have to do is make the rocky princesses. I like rocky because they are very tolerant to everything. So right now I'm making valuables, and I should have yeah, 10 valuable drones there. But for now we have these, the 2 refined and 1 tari, and do I have enough alveoli blocks? 162. I need, what, 27 times 4, so not even that many. So let's just take all of them, and I'm gonna need some oak wood slabs. Probably gonna want a couple more, to be honest. That'll give me jungle wood slabs, won't it? Yeah. So yes, I'm just gonna do a bit of crafting here. There we go. That's more than enough. So yes, I'm going to be putting into practice my alveolis, but I really haven't decided exactly where I want them. I think the best place to put them will probably be underneath my bee area, just because they're in the bee area that way. And you know, they're going to take a lot of room, so I'm going to want my filler. That'd be a nice idea. Let's just check in here. I have no idea where I keep my filler. I haven't used it in so long. I still haven't gone through and sorted these chests. Oh, I have 6 energy tesseracts in there. Nice. I'll keep hold of those. Any fillers in here? No. 60 ender chests. Oh, various Electrum portal guns I keep finding. Nope. Right, surely my filler would be in my electrical bag. Filler, yes. And liquid tesseracts as well, very nice. I'm going to put some liquid and stuff. I'll keep an energy tesseract out to power the filler from. And the filler needs 9 glass. Oh, would you look at that? Lovely. So yeah, when it comes to digging a hole, why don't I take my portal? I have a portal for a fucking reason. When it comes to digging a hole, you can't beat good old filler. And a couple of landmarks. So, yeah, I'm going to build it somewhere under here. This is built within 4 different chunks. I'm going to build it in the chunk closest to my house. No, I'm not. That's the one with the honey tank. I'm going to build it down here. Right guys, there's going to be a bit of a strange cut here, very strange on both ends. I spent almost an hour trying to make the filler dig out a hole, and it just kept bugging out, kept glitching, not breaking blocks, ended up with a bit of lava trouble. So I decided overall I'm just going to cut all of that out and go to the bit afterwards where I have already cut the hole out. So yeah, it's going to be a weird cut, but just forgive it. I know you'd rather watch this 20-second clip than an hour of me trying to get a filler to work. So yeah, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Right guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. And presumably I cut down the start of this video because I just checked my recording and I just spent about half an hour trying to build a hole. Sometimes this game... It's not my fault. I totally blame the filler for all of... Whoa! That was fucking awesome! Doesn't go up at the same rate though. Interesting. Yeah, I totally blame the filler for all of those problems. So if I didn't edit that down, this video is going to be a fucking long one, I can tell you that. So yes, this is the area. And what I want to do is put my beehives in here. Seeing as they're a 3x3, I can focus them on a centre column, which is another reason that I wanted this room to be odd. I mean, pretty much everything in Minecraft is going to end up being an odd shape and size just because it works so well. So, this is going to be my fuel production. I like the idea of that. So 1, 2, 3.5, and then let's leave a bit of a gap. Say 1, 2, 3.5, 1, 2, 3.5. And then 1, 2, 3.5. So, for now, I don't see any reason to make these alvearies out of anything but just alveary blocks. I mean, there is an idea I came up with which needs some testing. Someone's probably done it before because none of my ideas are original apparently. But if you guys remember the epic seed farm video that I made, turns out that's already a thing. It was made by Elaram, the creator of Red Power. She called it the Flax Capacitor or something like that. And obviously I didn't find it when I went looking. So, you know, makes me look like a bit of a dick putting out a video boasting about someone else's design, claiming it as my own. But I honestly hadn't seen it before, so cut me some slack, you know. I can't watch every YouTube video. I wouldn't have time to make my own videos at that rate. These alveary blocks look kind of weird. You can sort of see where the centered paneling is in them though. It does make me think that the whole reinforced casing thing that you need, the impregnated casing, is just kind of there for decoration. Well, you know, it's just there to make the block more expensive. That's 3, and the next one goes here. So I had this idea of building, and there was something I really wanted to try. It's not the same thing I was talking about a minute ago. This is just a random idea that came to my head one day while playing, and the idea was to build a bee area out of, you know, the stuff you'd expect that makes it look bee. Like amber blocks, they look really bee-like. That's definitely not what I want. But the idea was to build it in a very specific way, like a shape and pattern. and it would end up sort of looking like the inside of an actual beehive. Thought that was a pretty interesting idea, but I'm not really sure how to pull that off because, as you all very well know, I'm not a builder. I'm a derper, I think is the best way to describe my Minecraft character, especially when it comes to the Feed the Beast. There's just so much more I can do, so much more I can derp. It fits me so perfectly. So I want to take my fuel bees, but not before I grab the other ingredients necessary from my house. So, what chest am I looking for? This chest. I'm going to need 8 purist pipes, which means... oh, there's 7 of them. I only need 4. I'm going to need an item tesseract, which I believe I put a bunch of tesseracts in here. By the way, I made a tesseract fabricator, so there's ingredients for making every different tesseract in here. Oh, sorry, just kicked over my little speaker. And I've got tesseracts. All I have to do is hit uses, and then find the one I want and hit the question mark, and it'll just craft a shitload of them. I'm not sure if I've got all the ingredients in there, but I've got most of them. So that's going to come in very, very handy, and I think I'm going to leave my spare tesseracts in there, just so I can always find them, because that just makes sense to me. Leave the tesseracts in the tesseract table. So yeah, I'm going to keep all my spare tesseracts in here, including the unattuned ones, just in case. And I'm also going to set this to default pulse, just so that if I do accidentally put a recipe in, it won't make a million of it. So item tesseract, and that's all I should need for now. So no, I didn't grab all the pipes I need. I'm gonna want some iron. Let's take them all. Some golden and some stone, and that should be it, I think. Wooden autarkics I'm gonna need as well. So let's make some more of those. There's a dog running around out there. You probably heard that. Sorry about that if you did. There you go. There's some wood right there. So chuck away some of that because I only want a little bit. And just need some glass. And of course I am completely out of glass. How does that even happen? Oh, shut up, dog. Sorry if you can hear the dog in the background, but this is the only chance I've got to record right now, so I kind of can't just wait for the dog to fuck off. Sorry guys. It shouldn't be too loud, hopefully. You might just be able to hear it, and if you can't hear it, I'm sorry for making you think there was a dog there. I don't know. I'm sorry there's not a dog there if you can't hear the dog. Nah, it doesn't really work for me. That dog's a fucking annoying little bastard. I'm going to apologise for it. Anyway, yeah, I just need some wooden autarkic pipes. Give me some glass. There we go. Glass. Yes, that gives me some pipes. And autarkics. Iron autarkics, that will do. Doesn't matter what they are as long as they are autarkic in some sense. So, I want to try and get this built really quickly because I've spent over an hour on this little bit here already, and I would really like to get something out of it. So what I'm going to hook up is going to be in the back, and I think middle block to bottom block looks nice. So we're going to do that, and then we need the autarkics, which are there. Right, and then we need an apurist's pipe, and the apurist pipe's going to go there, and it's going to say in blue can go any B. Now I'm using apurist pipes because they're actually slightly smarter than normal pipes. So if they detect there's no room in this inventory for a bee, say it's full up on drones and there's like 5 more drones coming in, which wouldn't happen, but if it does, it will detect that and it will just be like, no, 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 is there anywhere else at all these bees could go? And there will be, because I'm going to make a network. let's use a golden pipe. Ooh, no, yes. Okay, well then we'll just move it out 2 blocks. So it'll run along this wall. And the other nice thing about apiarist pipes, they are also gold pipes. They are like smart diamond gold pipes, which is really, really nice. Stone transport pipes, so you want to go, that's gold, not stone. I don't know what stone's like in your country, mate, but this is gold here. Up we go, and I'm going to need to turn this one into an iron pipe. I found a bug with the Vajra, by the way. Where'd I put my iron pipe? Up there. I found a bug with the Vajra when breaking pipe, which is if you right click to do the single break, like that, the pipe disappears. It doesn't drop an item, which is kind of annoying. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think that's kind of a piss take. But hey, bugs will be bugs. Bugs happen. If they didn't, it wouldn't be Minecraft. Sorry, Bugcraft. And then I think just up here, we are going to have an item tesseract. And this is going to be bees in. Send only. And basically the bees in frequency is just a frequency, in fact I can show you exactly where it goes. Bees in goes, where are my beehives in the ceiling? Over here. This is the bees in. So the bees in frequency teleports the items here, then they follow the normal path of items. Hey look, stringy combs and rocky combs, awesome. I really need to get myself more tropical bees, because they're one of the only bees I know that have 100% chance of honey on their combs. Now what we need to do is go red and change that to anything. So the combs that come out and any other productions that any other bee in the system may have will automatically get pulled out of the red side. Yep, and then they'll go up. Once I put the iron pipes in, they'll automatically go up. Put that in and tune it upwards. Tune that upwards. So this one doesn't need an iron pipe right now because it's nothing else underneath it. God, that portal gun noise always scares me when it comes out of nowhere. So that goes up into there, it gets sorted out. Then basically the pipe will be like, hey bees, you guys are cool, you come this way. Items, you suck, you can fuck off that way. And then it'll be like, oh, sorry bro, there's no room for in the party, you'll have to go with the items. And then it'll go up there, and it will, I don't know if I showed you guys this, I actually changed this a little bit. If a bee comes into this system, it goes down, any bees go down, they follow this line along here, and then they get put straight into my apiarist's databank. No, indexer, sorry, indexer. They go straight into my indexer. That's why I have, you know, 500 million industrial drones in there at the end. The only thing is they don't stack when they go in there. So if you want them to stack, you have to kind of just like that. That's the easier way of doing it. Where did those drones go? I haven't got a clue. That. Oh god, there is an awful lot of rocky and industrious drones in there, and these guys have produced a holy fuck, that's a lot of drones. And do I have much pollen sitting around? 3 stacks now, nice. So I just want to make some inventory space, dropping that. I'll tell you what I'll do, I often keep bee related equipment in there, so wrath lamps, that's a bee related equipment. That gives me enough room. So I want to take my fuel production bees, which includes this refined queen and one of her refined drones. She's coming with me. Oh no, refined drone, don't need that because it's a queen. And these guys are going to go into my fuel production system. Now apparently I think 2 fuel bees running, refined, Tari, That's refined. That's tarry. There's the other refined. Sorry, I thought I'd lost it then. Drone. Yeah. Apparently, 2 bees producing fuel or oil or biofuel are enough to keep everything running, like a high pressure boiler running, and I want to have a lot of high pressure boilers. So let's go. Oh, do you know what I haven't set up is a tarry thing. So let's skip the tarry one for just a second. Refined queen in there. Sky obstructed. Are you not a cave dweller? Oh my god, you're the original bee. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm gonna need to go and put cave dweller on this bee. I'm gonna bust the bee into its component parts first, and then put cave dweller on it. Serum is empty. That always happens. Yeah, I'm gonna breed the bee out and get the drone and the princess from it, and then put the things on. And I'm just going to do a little bit of sorting out around here. I need to add something new to the system underneath. So I'll be back in just a second for you, probably a day or two for me, because I've got other stuff to do in my life. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay guys, I am back, and there's just a little bit more that I want to get done before I finish off this episode. I know it's probably quite long. I really hope I've edited out plenty at the start of it here. So let's go down. So I've hooked all these up. I made the room the right size, and there's just a couple of wrath lamps in here. There's like another one there, and then these aren't actually fully built. I just put in their main frame as a spacer, so I knew where I could put them. And this is just for when I want to put maybe some more fuel bees going around. And it looks like I didn't turn this on. No, I did turn this on. Why isn't it working? Oh, I'm supposed to turn it to redstone signal off. For some reason, the pipes aren't recognising items in the alveary. So I have to put it to redstone signal off energy pulsar, so it's just constantly pulsing. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, it's just I don't know why it's happening. But these are all set up and working. And I just stuck some flowers down there because not all of them were bred from rock bees, so some of them actually needed proper flowers. It looks to me like everything down here is working fine. I added in this just here, which is my creosote, my wood tar propolis squeezer, which gives creosote, and then this pulls the mulch, or no, the thing that you get. Oh, propolis. It pulls the propolis out the top, pumps it into there, which is, as you may have guessed, attached to my line in the same place as everything else, right there. So everything that comes back into the bee line just comes straight from there, and there's some fuel coming in as well. Lovely. So that is that's my fuel production sorted. I mean, like, I probably am never going to need to worry about fuel in any way, shape or form. But I like to test out a lot of different things, so I still want to get fuel via this system with all the engines. I mean, it took me a long time and way too many resources to build this engine setup. I want to actually make sure that I've got that it works. And my first idea is I want to upgrade this. So when I found out about the flax capacitor that Elaram made, I decided to go and have a look at it, and she had a very good idea on there, which was the output tubes where everything feeds into. So like this and stuff like that. How am I going to connect these? What I want is one of these. Well, they could all connect to this. And the other one's got a restriction tube on it, so this is the best idea. Like this. Yeah, I want this coming up, and it's going to feed into these deployers. The deployers that have the seeds in them. And I'm going to need a panel there. Not a panel, sorry, a cover. Right there. Lovely. And this basically means that the because these pipes are smart. These pipes are smart. These pipes are smart. Oh, interesting. Let me get down there and show you. So right, all the pipes end up coming to here, and from here they then go this way, up here, and I'm sure I showed you this before, but right at the end, see that little grey bit there? That is a restriction tube, which means any item coming that's going to go through here has to, at some point, recognise there is literally nowhere else for it to go. That is the all last ditched attempt thing. So when these seeds come in, they will see, the pipes will recognise the deployers as valid inventories for the seeds, and it will feed them back into there first. And then after the deployer is full, the seeds will look around and think, right, there's literally nowhere else we can go, to the iron pipe. The restriction tube, and then the wheat recognises, because the wheat doesn't need to be used at all in anywhere like this. The wheat is just all of a sudden like, oh shit, son, okay, I'm going straight through the restriction tube, and that is basically what's going to be going down. So yeah, I'm just going to hook these up because I think it's a very, very smart idea, having the system automatically feed itself. I like it. But what do you expect? It came from the mod maker, so, you know, I'm kind of expecting smart builds from the maker of the mod. So this may look a little bit more ugly. Then again, it looks a little bit more industrial and factory-like, so I like it. And we should see the seeds coming up and being fed into their own deployers. That should collect all the seeds, because all the seeds at one point go down. And then the seeds, there you go, you can see the seeds coming up here. And there we go, the seeds are now splitting out and feeding all three deployers. Which basically means I no longer have to worry about half of this system. Yo! No, 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 1 second. How the fuck did you get out here? Oh, damn, you opportunistic little bastard. I went in there and I removed the melons and pumpkins because I have literally no use for them at all. Literally not a single use. And my inventory is extremely full. And then I built this little system, which is very nice. It's a thingy ball making system. Move that out of the way. And then let's just get a new barrel in place. It's going to put seeds in, isn't it? Right, give me some sugar cane. Straight there. There we go, it's now a sugar cane barrel. And let me just stick that on there. And what you do is you take this, and I'll just show you how this system here works. Stick the barrel on top, just load it up. And then just make sure that your system knows what it's using. So in this case, sugarcane. So this is my automatic plant ball making system. So it's just a filter, and it's being pulsed, pulling stuff out the bottom of the barrel. You can see it pulls a stack every time. Stuffs it into the diamond chest. The fabricator pulls them, makes them, and then dumps the plant balls into here. And all you have to do for this is load a barrel into here. But I have a better system which I'm working on. I'm not sure if I've showed you guys this yet, but it is a work in progress. But what we have down here is we have the wheat, sugarcane, and seeds outline. They go into here. They are pulled from these three separate fabricators, and all three form plant balls. And then I'm going to have, let me just show you real quick here. It's going to be a filter there, and a filter just down here. And that's the only one that needs to be screwdrivered. Oh, these ones are actually backwards as well. That's the one thing I don't like about red power things. They are extremely hard to position. There we go. So yeah, these are going to go into here, and then easiest way of doing it is just a pneumatic tube and a pneumatic tube. I think that will work, and that will feed these into here, and then this will feed it into here, which is my uncompressed plant balls inline. And then all I do is I create a separate thing, a separate compressor. Yeah, compressor. I forgot the name of it then. Yeah, I create a separate compressor, rotary macerator, compressor. There we go. I've got 17 of them. I'm sure I could set up some nice little system with all those. Yeah, use a separate compressor, have them compressed down into compressed plant balls, and then have those come straight out into a barrel or something like that. Basically what I want is I want a switch where I just hit one switch and it turns the entire thing on or the entire thing off, including the golem. So maybe have him in here, but move it one block further back, and then have this as a wall. So the barrel's actually here, and when I press the button, the wall comes up and he can't get to it because there's a ceiling like that. I don't know. That's a bit like, it's a bit vanilla for me, that. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This one is going to require some very, very heavy editing, so I'm going to go and do that now. Probably going to be, not going to lie, at least an hour's worth of editing, because not only do I have to watch through all the footage, so that's like an hour right there. I also have to decide what I like, what I don't like, mess with a few levels. Oh man, I love this tool. The Vajra is so good. Even for a nice little day of picking fruit. Oh yeah. And of course I have no inventory space, I forgot about that. Ah, we don't need that, we don't need dirt covers, obsidian covers, cobblestone, wheat, seeds, sugar, or melons. Ooh, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you've maybe learnt a little bit with some of the things I've been playing around with. Yeah, let me know what mod you want to see me misuse and abuse next. I've already got a couple of ideas for something I want to build, and I think it's going to be pretty damn awesome. So I will see you next time. Peace out.